This killer got the nickname the Devil's Daughter after becoming the UK's youngest ever murderer. It was the 7th of June 1992 in Camberley in Surrey. Katie Ratcliffe was just 18 years old. She was known as Kate to her friends and family. Although her hair does look a little crazy in the picture above, that was kind of the fashion for the time, and she was working as an apprentice hairdresser. She'd just gone through a breakup, and so she was naturally really trying to build back up her self-confidence and her mood. She did what most of us did when we were 18 in those circumstances, and she decided to go on a night out. She went with her friend Michelle to a nightclub called Ragamuffins. Her and her friends stayed there until around 4 a.m. when the club closed. The girls found themselves separated at that point, and I feel like that always happened to me and my friends when the club was closing. You kind of just, in the chaos, you just get split up. Now, this is obviously very dangerous, but like I said, I feel like this always used to happen to me, and like as a young girl, I'd just stagger my way home in the dark. Katie ended up trying to make her way home, but she would never get there. It wasn't until the next day that Katie's body was discovered. Now, she was unclothed and had been callously dumped, deceased by a cemetery. She had been absolutely brutally attacked, and the horrific injuries that she had just don't bear thinking about. She had stab wounds all over her body, including in her private areas. Police immediately started looking for suspects. They obviously needed to apprehend this vicious killer before they took their next victim. Unfortunately, they just kept hitting dead ends. They just couldn't find who had committed this hideous act. 2 years would ultimately go by until police had a frantic phone call. Strangely, it was actually the 7th of June, and this was the 2-year anniversary since Katie's murder. A student named Sharon Carr had viciously attacked another 13-year-old student at school with a knife. There seemed to be absolutely no rhyme or reason for this attack. According to witnesses, she'd simply gone up to the child in the school toilets with a big grin on her face and then plunged a knife into her back. Luckily, a group of other students who were nearby at the time bravely intervened and pulled Sharon off her, and thankfully the girl survived. Police obviously rushed to the scene and arrested Sharon. When they took her in for questioning, she offered some extremely disturbing information.